take no notice of the weather most. I have to start playing that game these days. I just have to sit down and get into a game. I need a mission. Serious. Well, I'm doing the Euro Truck at the moment because it's that Christmas thing. So it's like, yeah, you have to do this. The voice thing I have is the job for that. Although that would fucking do your head in trying to set it up. At least it doesn't kill the game. Well, all your windows. Or you're obviously recording your desktop, is it? That was a lovely looking village you had on your thing. Is that Riverview it is? The second one. Oh, you did, but I didn't take right from start. The first one, yeah. Sure. What's the biggest platform you can have? Can you modify it to make it even bigger than that? It won't allow you to make it any bigger. How many can you put in? Yeah, that's 40. 40, yeah. So another 6, so that's another 240. 5, so that's another 200 meters. That's 5. Does it actually matter if the train? As I'm saying, if a train is a bit too big, it's. Well, you could, because I'd seen videos where people literally built like a fucking 2 kilometer train, and it used to just flip around, and it would be in the next station. So it didn't actually have to fit in the station for it to work. Have you got? They're not one way. They're not one-way signals, are they? Sure. Your thing you're putting down is saying that it's not one way. If it's got 3 lights on it, it can go either. It can go against it. If it's only got the 1 light, then it's one way. No, as in when you look at it in your zoom out a bit, and it shows you the icon for the signal. And if it's got 3 white dots on it, it's 2-way. If it's only got 1 dot, it means it's one way. It means the train can't go against it. If it's got 3, it can go against it. So yeah, if you're setting it up, you have to set it up. You have to set one way generally, like to stop it. If you're having trouble, you do that to stop it. No, that's the way it faces, which is an improvement on the last one because it's easier to work out. But no, it has to be. If it's 2-way, it means it can go against. The signal doesn't actually affect it, but it can go against it. Possibly it does actually recognize the signal, but it can go back against it. Like Well, yeah. See, that's where you run into trouble if you have big trains. Yeah. So for that one, yeah, you can't. It won't turn around. It'll go down the wrong track. The answer to that is if you actually see where you have it, put your junction just behind where the back of the train is. That's the joys of yeah, you like that's where if you have your long station, you can kind of when you're building your train go, yeah, that's the length I want my train. Because you don't have enough where you the one coming out of the station, is it? Um no, you shouldn't. Well, which way is it going? It's going across the section, is it? See, instead of having that crossing there, would you be better off, in, like, if you go to before your tunnel and bring it down or over the other track instead of doing a cross signal like that and doing a cross track like that? How do you mean it messed up? Right, no, what I'm saying is, I get what you're saying, but you see the way you have the line coming out at the station and then it cuts across the other track? Instead of cutting across the track, if you extend it longer, but go down or go up, and then have a bridge over the other track instead of flat crossing, because that will just cause you heartache because your trains are all getting stopped. You know what I mean? For so your all your tracks are trying to get in and out of there. Yeah, well, whatever, but just don't have them actually. Don't have a level crossing. You know, don't have a train crossing each other. Yeah. So it's signals basically just puts it into blocks. So like if you see the way how many trains are you running on that line? Right. So if you put a signal at each end, then that allows. So once the train passes that signal, and if you put a signal that end and a signal the other end, then the two lines are separated. Whereas if you don't, some I'm not sure how it works, but sometimes the game will recognize it as two lines because the two lines kind of don't meet. But you could end up with two trains looking at each other at either station, kind of going, I wonder what way the other fella's going. So if you're running two trains, I'd always put kind of one either end, but the way in, put it back from the junction that there's enough room for the train to be clear of the junction before it goes through it. 2 seconds. You know that is an achievement. You probably got it already though. Just often, just if they're trying to sort themselves out, just send it backwards, and that can sort it out. Like it'll go back to the other station and then back on the right line. What? Oh, you have your train is too long. Well, the easiest way to do that is just don't have a signal as you come up to the junction. Have it when the train clears the junction. That way, it will. If it gets out, it will go all the way instead of stopping there and blocking up the place. Like you can have too many signals if you get what I'm saying. If you go into the bigger the train, it gives you a length, I think. Just pity there's not a tool that allows you to measure from one signal to the next. If you know that you have a 320-meter train, then your signal's not less than 306 or 320 meters. That's what makes it fun, having all the mixture of old and new and all that. Yeah. Well, I think that's the half of the thing of the game. Like, if you want to upgrade a line, then go with all electric signals or whatever. But if you've put it in 150 years ago, run it with a steam train and whatnot. Yes. Sometimes you have to make loss though on some lines to make money on other lines. Or as long as your overall profit is up, that's like. You not just click on it, or is there an option to click on it somewhere? They say in their last update they've now added the ability to be able to edit trains or something. Right, but in the last update, I took it to mean that you can, because like you couldn't, John, in the original one, you could move trains around and stuff. I assumed that maybe that's what they had gone back to doing that, so it's not that, no. By clicking buttons. Just turn around and go, how'd you go shopping? Right, might want to be given out to me for doing a driving game when in the dark and the rain when I don't do it, and I won't go out and drive in real life. Like you give out about it doing it in real life. This, yeah, but if I crash this, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, done that to my real card. Different story. Yeah, so how are you finding the new system? That yeah, yeah, but with that one, then like you have to like you can. It's not a question easy setup or whatever. Like in the other game, it got too much at times when you're trying to ship everything to everything. But then it made it easy. You just picked all of that like food food to bread to city. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you had a farm to food and a city in the middle, one line, and you made money seriously fast. Right. Needs. Right. So there's no point in having something to produce as a load, but you have to have it shippable. Like, but that's what I'm saying. It's all more integrated now. It's all more what even with city growth, it shows you what you need to grow the city. It's not like a dark art of having to know how cities grow. Yeah, which is easier in that than it would have been in the other game. Although I say my young fella, he's fucking nearly 22. Left his phone on the bus. He fucking he's working long hours. And he's
Hellos.
he fell asleep on the bus, listening to music. Got up, and he reckons he had it on the seat. He got caught or something. And he ended up with the headphones and no phone.
Yeah, I can't even hear you at all. I can hear Davith, like, he's booming out like there's no tomorrow, but...
That's your sounds. That's your fucking sound cards, Stu.
Yeah, it's picking up Davith but not Roy.
Yeah. But yeah, Roy, I managed to get that back. It was about a week later I managed to get it back. Because the lost and found opens up for about an hour a day. But he did manage to get it back, like.
Yeah, but it's like Discord, it's like OBS is not picking up your sound. Well, whatever. So it's picking up Discord, but it's not picking up your mic.
What are you recording with? Shadowplay. And it's just go into Discord and check your mic levels in Discord.
But it'll be picking up his mic, not his Discord, because it won't pick up his mic from Discord.
Or maybe turn down. I'm not sure. That's why I have device meter. It's just once it's set up, knowledge that is, it's easier to change stuff.
Hang on, I'll go load up the stream again. Nothing from you at all, Roy. I just heard myself telling you I was going back into the stream and then nothing. All right. I just heard myself telling you I was going back into the stream and then nothing.
And we can hear Stu repeat himself again.
I just heard myself telling you I was going back into the stream
and then... Go into your sound setups for your mic. I don't think there's... Well, the only thing would be maybe Shadowplay is trying to pick something else up. Is it picking up the right mic?
I was aimed at the right mic, yeah. It doesn't matter about volume, Roy, if it's not aimed at the right...
Because you don't have your head tracker set up, do you? Because I know with mine every so often it falls to the mic on the camera. Is there game sounds, Stu? Is there games?
Can't hear any game sounds, no. I've only Discord.
So it's picking up... that's probably what it is, so it's not picking up stuff coming through your speaker. That's the update I was on about. It was out last week.
Yeah, that's when they changed it so you can make new lines from in the the yards, and they did something else. It was a bit for the UI. It was helpful as fuck. Seville!
So yeah, you have no issue with Shadow.
Nope. Two seconds, my bacon's sizzling.
Is there an option in Shadowplay? Although Shadowplay usually have to turn it off or stop record thing to change stuff. No, it puts a big delay on it, is it? There's not actually. Yeah, definitely don't at the moment. But yeah, there was only circly one. Yeah. So try. Have you muted yourself accidentally in? Let me see. Mute mic on or off. Control Alt M.
On there. Now try that. Let's see if that will work.
Okay, I'm back, so...
Yep. So hopefully that does work.
I hear you, Roy.
Ah, fucking hell.
You
So
had it muted.
I had it push to talk. Somebody had been messing, because the kids go on my computer, so they'd put it on push to talk.
I have to work out this, mute the stream with my phone now.
You still on your phone, Stu? You were.
Yep.
And how's the computer going? What's happened?
I'm installing to an old hard drive.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was watching the resource monitor, and it was the hard drive was 100% when it was crashing. Like Google with Chrome was just maxing out my hard drive usage, and Transport Fever 2 was maxing out my hard drive usage, and that's when it crashed.
Oh.
So I've got a new an old hard drive, which is only 320 gig, but if I put Steam on the 1 gig storage drive, it should be fine.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be your hard drive is gone.
Could be. So I managed to meet you in the stream now. On my phone. No.
But was that a new hard drive or just an old hard drive?
The one I'm using, it was the SSD hybrid. I've been using that for a couple of years now.
And that's the one that died, you think?
Possibly.
Because I had a hybrid, and restarting the computer used to take forever on that thing in the end. When I first had it, it was almost as fast as an SSD, but then eventually it died. But it was running on Windows 7 when I had it, and Windows 7 by default defrags your system, and of course SSDs don't like to be defragged, so I think that killed the SSD element of it.
Mine won't defrag my... Like it doesn't...
Section my bacon still doesn't it?
Yeah.
My one doesn't defrag the SSD.
Mm.
It won't actually let you defrag the SSD.
But you're on Windows 10 though, aren't you? I was on Windows 7 at the time.
Well, I use I don't actually usually do it through the hard. I suppose I don't do it through Windows.
Mm.
I do it through a different program.
Yeah. So demand for here is 67 and currently 51 tools for gaming. roughly. Or machines even. Tool-wise, nothing but machines. 59 of 122. So I mean the demand there is there for the towns, but they just ain't producing enough at this end. And they've got enough resources going in, just not making enough. But apparently shipment isn't high enough. But if it made more, there'd be a lot more shipment going out. But of course that works on a yearly basis, doesn't it?
Your line able to take that amount?
Yeah. But it works on a yearly basis, doesn't it? So it's, although that's how many tools are there now, it's how many tools are getting there in total over the course of the whole year.
Yeah.
And currently it's saying like 50%, only half of the requirement is being met on that demand. And if I wanted to make machines elsewhere, go to that station. Is it that one? That's that one, industry. Production requirements. That one does tools. That one's here. But then I've got planks to it, which are there. Nothing's hooked up to it. Logs are right by it. Iron and coal are right there, but I'd need to make them into steel, which I could do here. But that one's overloaded with resources already. But then that might, that's hooked up to another, hooked up to here. The demand would be higher, so it might actually produce more faster. Otherwise I'd have to make over there. I'm not making machines fast enough, so I'm going to have to hook up another machines depot factory.
Not really. You just only put more resources into it.
No, it's already overloaded.
Oh, right.
And it's
So
not.
is it 400 already?
It's shipment is because it works on a yearly basis, so it's how much is going there per year as opposed to how much is going there per load. And because of that,
Yeah, I know that. It's just that if the shipment's at 400, then you're overloaded. Yeah. If it's not going to 400, it means whatever you're sending it to doesn't want any more.
no, the town's only at 50%. There's two towns there hooked up to it, and both towns, one's at 90% and the other one's at 50%.
Right. Okay.
So, but there's enough raw materials going there to make it, to make the demands. And there's a trainer still going up now. Oh no, that's all. Never mind.
Is this your challenge map?
Yeah. Yep. No planes. Unfortunately. No food. No fuel. Goods, machines and tools only. Trains, trucks and boats only. And I've got no boats, so...
Yeah, see, there's one thing, by the way, see that last challenge map? What made it so easy in one way is, your towns were all on islands, so there's no way for them to get to other towns. So you got 100% of the passenger traffic.
Yeah.
Regardless what you did, you got 100% passenger traffic.
Yeah, if you deleted any roads that was between towns, and then just put boats there, you was guaranteed to always be fully loaded. And I only had two towns that was actually hooked up to other towns. All the rest I had to use boats.
And cargo makes it so much easier because cargo is always 100% load.
Planes are definitely an easy way of making money with cargo. It's so easy. It's ridiculously easy. I mean, not so much with people early on, but with cargo. But then,
I find the trick is to use planes to take cargo to the manufacturing.
Yeah.
And then take it from the plane from trucks to town or trains to town.
Yeah. Which is what I was saying to David. My aim for this challenge, until I got booted out from doing it, was planes to a depot to finished good to town, unless by train, unless the town was close enough by truck. But and then I could, the demand would never, the raw materials would never dip.
See, the thing is, it doesn't matter what you ship. It's, the price you get is calculated based on the distance and time.
Yeah.
And how many of the goods you ship. So if you've got a full load, going by plane over a long distance gets you a shit ton of money.
And it gets there a lot faster as well.
Yeah, because it's getting there faster, you get a shit ton of money, because it's a multiplier based on the time.
Yeah.
And then also there's a value of the cargo and the distance the day you go. So if you get a long distance fast, you'll get a shit ton of money.
Let's see. Currently this train is no longer in existence. Oh no, it's that one, isn't it? The PLM, no. Go on to Steam.
Go away, dog.
Yeah, that
My lunch.
that locomotive doesn't exist anymore. It's obsolete. So what's the what is it?
Seville, go away. You're not getting my bacon. Go away. My bacon, not yours.
Running costs 583,000 a year.
Seville, stop it.
I've got no diesel, and do I really want to upgrade my lines to be electric? It's not like I'm carrying passengers or worrying about towns growing.
Well, yeah, the electric engines have a shit ton of power.
Mm. $11, $11 and $12 and $13.
There you go. Have that. Scraps. It's taking a shit ton of time to install.
What's that, Transport Fever?
No, Windows.
Oh.
This hard drive's really old. Wow. It's a lot of fucking railways and a railway bridge.
This is just shipping tools. Not tools, machines even.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I didn't make much money in the hard mode of the islands map though, is because you just couldn't ship cargo that well. Because you couldn't get an airport on wee islands.
Yeah. This is a long gas line. Do you find there's a bit of a cheat that you can edit trains while I'm on the lines, that you don't have to send them back to stations, or easier, or not easier, but
I find it more convenient. Just because you can replace a truck that's on the road without any issue. So why shouldn't you be able to replace a train on the road?
yeah.
Real. I mean, I think it's more fair that way. If you can place one, you should be able to place others. I can replace planes, trucks, and ships in the middle of their journey already, so why can't I replace trains?
Yeah.
Depots serve no purpose apart from if you want to keep adding trains to a line. So you can save money just by make the train, delete the depot. Problem.
Now I've got a train with a problem.
I still have not managed to get two trains facing each other.
I have.
I noticed you had the... I also went back in time.
How?
Right, see if you click the clock in the bottom right.
Mm-hmm.
I'll wait till I see it in the stream. How far behind is my phone? I'm watching you up the tracks, going round the mountains now.
Yeah, I'm still.
Oh, you still?
Yeah.
Right. Holy shit, that's a lot.
I got a lot of track.
No, anyway, if you click the clock at the bottom right,
Yeah.
you can actually change the date, but if you're in sandbox mode.
Oh, okay. Only if you're in
Sandbox
sandbox.
mode said you can't earn achievements, but you still can earn an achievement for changing the date.
Oh, okay.
So all you have to do is go into map editor, change the date to 1950, save the map, and then go and play it, and then just change the date back to 1850, and you get an achievement.
Got that one up there to do as well. Any more down here? That one
Yeah,
isn't hooked up yet. We got this one here. Is that Stu going?
I don't know, I have you on full screen, I can't see Discord.
Oh. I think I've got this one hooked up yet to... no, I haven't got a train going on there yet. Oh, that was where I was going to make plastics, wasn't it? No, that was where I was going to deliver plastic. I was going to hook up oil and everything there. So that was going to come over to here delivering to deliver plastic. And that oil well was going to deliver it into there. And then goods was going to be shipped back to the town. So may as well upgrade that line ready.
Sorry about that, fucking...
It's okay.
I guess the answer to that was yes, it was Stu dropping out.
Fucking somebody, I couldn't even make out what he was saying. There's a lot of static in the background.
Alright, I have to go there for a bit. Back.
Okay. Almost done. Right, and this line over here.
I don't remember my fucking password. Yeah, I did. Which is the wrong one. Yeah, I want this for crap Windows feature? No. No, I don't want the phone apps. No, I don't want OneDrive. No, I don't want Office 365. No, fuck off Cortana. No, don't recognise my voice. No, don't use my location. No, don't find my device on. Look, the answer to everything's going to be no, so you might as well put it as a fucking default. Crap.
Jeez. I think I've got too many railroads.
Oh, hello, Armour.
Hey, Armour.
Too many.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's taking forever to upgrade all to electric.
Right. Stop teasing me with planes.
I wish you could do that in the settings, like just say turn off plane.
Yeah.
Like turn off trains, I never use the fuckers.
I thought I was done.
I want to upgrade all tracks to electric.
I've still got signals from from the very first signals going.
I never use signals, I only ever have one fucking train to a line.
Ah.
You having fun with that bread, are you? That was to the dog. He's sitting there chowing away at the scraps of my bread.
done.
Well, what you can do now is you look at your statistics and the transport fucking information, your headquarters information.
Then I
Click
could
the... It will tell you just how much track you've got and how much is electrified.
road vehicles, top speed, track, electrified, total track. Now I've got a little bit somewhere. 175,423 metres and electrified 175,388 metres.
Still like about 100 metres somewhere and it's not been electrified.
Mm-hmm.
Have fun.
Yeah.
Yep. Is there not a fucking thing the top left to
Actually there might be. I never use it. Land, track speed, limit layer. That isn't going to do that. That's people, cargo, station layer, traffic, and HUD filter icon. Nope. It could just be from
track limits? If you look at the track limits, they turn it. They make all the track speed limits. If you look at the ones that are not electrified, it will show you instantly. There, I can see one there. Is it not? No, that's weird.
Graphine's going to be out of a station. Not out of a station, out of a depot. Is that it? No, it's the depot itself. No, that depot's good. Or is it the piece up here? Did I electrify it? I did. Never mind.
400 metres is a bit of length for a train station.
So it should stand out because it's 320 metres is the longest station. And you can extend it by another 100 metres. Now I'll find out when I put electric trains on. And it'll say which line. Yeah, it'll say which
But you
line.
already got complaints at the top, it's
Mm-hmm.
blinking red for something.
Why are you there? You back up a minute.
There's a train behind them. And he can't get out because of the lights. The light says another train behind them.
Mm-hmm.
So if you put a light where that train is back there, so it thinks that there's space, so the light in front of it will turn green, and it should be able to get out.
Which is funny because
Or you put it one way.
yeah. Are you going to go now? No? Okay. Maybe that just needs moving back a bit.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Hang on, where's... Which way did I... Yeah, so he's on the right line to come in.
Was that no line stopping option?
Remember what you said?
There was an option there for no
Yeah.
line stopping when you clicked on the...
On Saturday, yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna do it. Come.
Go and sit down, we're going to buy something.
No, when you clicked on the traffic light,
Yeah.
there was a no line stopping option or something like that. Could be I'm just keep finding the phone, like.
No line passing. Ah?
Got it now then?
No. And that's coming from here.
This hard drive is fucked for installing. I've got a fucking 5 1TB drives sitting there that I can't use because they're all in a RAID for me, so I can't undo the RAID.
So what the hell's blocking this train? There. Go away. Train fixed. This one is being blocked here. You back up. I think that train lost the front of its nose. I just think they needed just to be reset, that was all.
Sometimes I just have to hit the turn around button to make them work.
That one's going.
Save all! Don't go grumping! So of course what he does is he goes and grumps. Save all! Save all!
Trains are all fixed.
Save all! Save all!
Industry town station vehicle. Let's see what's old.
I'm not looking for hard drive enclosures, I'm looking for prices on the actual hard drive.
73 years old? Fuck. 63, 69. Jeez.
I had the one that was about 100 odd years old. Now what you do, Roy, is you see the maintenance, you turn it up to high. It will keep it at mediocre maintenance forever. But it'll incur higher costs, so you never have to replace it. But you'll still be paying more overall.
Yep. Well. That was what, locomotive PLM? Or, yep, obsolete. $125 kilometers per hour, power about 1850 kilowatts.
So £43 for a new hard drive. Is this using the old carts as well? This is using the old carts, jeez.
11 million. There you go, upgraded. No electric.
Oh boy.
Next. Yeah.
Well, what train you get depends on it. High horsepower is good for cargo if you've got lots and lots of cargo.
Mm-hmm. Which I'm only
Whereas
shipping
pass-
cargo. Because I can't do passengers.
Oh, stop bumping, you pain in the butt. He was chasing some female dog around the park yesterday.
How old is he now?
5 months. He wasn't even subtle about it, like, he just stuck his nose right up her.
Where he's starting early. He's eager.
Is he a pain in the arse? Yes.
I've got that one as well, haven't I? Can we just...
Yeah, even the owner of the other dog was like, it's not going to happen, but I'm very impressed you're trying. And given the size difference as well, like the other dog was like a Labrador, guys, and he had a wee Westie puppy, so he didn't even reach up that high, let alone. So the other owner was just laughing, like, I'm very impressed that you're a 10, but it's not going to happen.
Almost done all the trains now. Jeez.
That's you get for having so many fucking trains.
Oh, you have money, so
Yeah. Money is definitely not an issue.
See, the thing is, you can reduce emissions by using trains in some ways, because if you see you're in town,
Mm-hmm.
industry and commerce doesn't give a fuck about emissions. You can have as high emissions as you like in an industry and commerce area. They won't care. It won't affect town growth.
Mm-hmm.
It's only when emissions hit the residential area that things happen. So if you put all your drop-off points in a town that's outside the residential area but inside the cargo area or the commercial area, but far enough away from the residential that it's not going to affect them, you can keep your emissions very low and have as many big vehicles as you like.
Yeah. I tend to try and have the stations away from the towns, and then
No, I mean, you can have it right in town. You can have it literally right inside the town, but as long as it's away from the residential area of the town. You can literally pop it right into the industrial area of town, and it won't matter.
mm-hmm.
Planes are a bitch because the runway gives emissions very far away from itself because of the takeoff area.
Yeah.
So I tend to aim them at like a perpendicular angle to town. So, you know, basically 90 degrees away from town, so that it's always the runway is facing towards the town rather than aiming into the town.
Mm-hmm.
You're not seeing in one of my towns. My town residential area started building around my heavy cargo lanes. They went outside the town.
So that electrified track is either a line that isn't in use at the moment, or it's from a depot, because no trains are. They're all electric now, and none of them are giving their problems.
Destroy all the depots then. You'll say and find out if it's one of them or not. Like if you delete all depots and there's no issues, then well, what can I say? It was one of your depots. Come on. Here we go. Load the windows. Stable! Oh fuck, I just gave him bread. Green allergies, and I give the dog bread. Smart move, Stuart. No wonder you're biting yourself. Yeah, Daddy's a dumbass, sorry.
Do I want to do that right now? And hook up oil over here. This is one long ass bridge.
And expensive.
Just a bit.
29 million? No, that's not that much.
42 million.
Still not that much.
I had worse,
Mm-hmm.
actually. On the island, when we did Island Challenge,
Ah,
I had a shorter.
Sorry.
I had a shorter bridge there, and that cost 100 million because it's so deep. The ocean was so deep. But
Yeah, if you make a tunnel though, it gets even more. Because I just couldn't be arsed, I put a tunnel under the ocean. And under a mountain, and then, yeah. Oh yeah, good luck if you want to get us training at max. Like, you know, for the achievement.
Mm-hmm.
I literally had to run a track going the full length of the fucking map. Underground. So it had a nice big dip to start it off.
Lovely. Where is that line?
whoa!
Yeah, I got a
That's
lot.
barrier.
Huh?
Nah, I hit the barrier.
Oh.
While watching you. Not the road.
Yeah, you shouldn't do that.
In game or real life?
Game.
Thank fuck for that.
I'm not that stupid.
Could so I had a line somewhere around here that was.
But can it be would call all the depots together, like inside the depots, counting those meters as well?
Oh, that was it. I was going to hook that one up to here for the oil well. Cargo 320. Not that that makes much difference, but
Right, so that hard drive doesn't even make it into Windows properly.
doesn't make it into Windows.
Yeah, like I logged in, but if you didn't put it again. Give me a sec, when we pull it out and then fucking. Save all! You've got any more drives in the back there. Back.
Figured that.
Save all! Yeah! 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 Happy to be there. Yeah!
Poor dog.
Yeah! There we go! Whee! Whee!
People was joining Roy's stream, wondering what the heck is happening.
So goods will be coming up to this town.
I know that might be hard in a way, but
Or over to there to be processed, then down to here to be turned into plastic, and then down to here to be converted into goods, which still needs to get there, and then goods has to go back up from here by truck and be taken out by train back up to this town. You know, easy.
Yeah.
Easy as there. Lovely. And new train unlocked. Good. Need a cigarette. So how long have you got off for Christmas, Armour?
Good question.
You don't know?
Christmas is tomorrow.
Christmas Eve is tomorrow.
No, Christmas. I'm not Swedish.
Okay, yeah, fair, yeah.
24th.
Yeah. Just awkward, really. It's not a Swedish
Yeah.
thing, it's just an awkward thing.
But the worst thing is, all my friends, like I talk to through the internet, is doing it for the 5th.
Yep. You know, the official Christmas day is the 25th. But
So, the thing is, then we have Wednesday
yeah,
is a work day here, when Christmas is for you.
yeah, yeah.
Then
So-
we work.
So is
But
Christmas Day your Boxing Day then? Or don't you have a Boxing Day?
Box? You mean presents?
No, Boxing Day is the day after Christmas Day.
No, work.
No, work, okay. There we go. So
Or-
if you enjoy your bank holidays, don't move to Sweden.
But the thing is, it's a normal day, but I think most companies is closed. So
Okay.
because the day after is a red day.
A what day?
A red day.
What's a red day?
Sunday.
Oh, okay.
Sunday's red in Sweden.
Okay. Is that the Swedish word for Sunday? Or is that just...
No,
Okay.
easy way to say it. All Sundays are red, so because then you don't work. But
Okay.
let's say so on Friday as well we can work, and then I think I'm gonna work. I think.
So New Year's Day for you, is that the 31st to the 1st?
Yeah,
Okay.
that is the same.
That's the same. Yeah, okay. And do you work on New Year's Day?
Nope,
Do you work the day after New Year's Day?
nope. I had a week off after that.
But do companies reopen at that point?
Yeah,
Okay.
but I have the week off, so I'm gonna be bankrupt. No
Bank-
money at all. No money. I worked 2 weeks this month, right?
2 weeks.
Yeah. I made 2,200 euros in 2 weeks. A normal pay for me
Normal pay.
because I didn't get to my normal hours. So
But that'll last you a week easily, surely. Unless
Yeah.
it's really expensive where you
But
live.
well, we get paid per month.
Oh. Okay. Maybe not so much.
I had money saved up.
It's a good job.
Yeah.
And then we plug in the computer and then we turn it on and the dog goes.
That's what you get a hot dog.
Ow, 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 that'd be bad.
I have
Hey, Cap.
almost
Cap.
5,000 euros in the bank.
Okay, I'll get you
Right
lunch.
now.
Ow, ow, okay, ow.
And
Okay,
roughly, what's your expenditure per month? On just food-wise, I mean.
Ow, no.
50.
Okay.
50 euro?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, you should easily survive. You ain't gotta worry so much. You'll have food.
Then I ain't gonna say. Because I barely pay food for this week. Christmas because I go away all day, every day.
What's the time? I've gotta be shooting off soon. Where do I want to put the depot?
In the order.
That's a good idea. Problem is, electric and water don't mix.
I make, but
Well,
people don't
the,
need to swim there.
the line will definitely be electrified, as will the water.
Yeah. Then you get some food. Fish.
Yeah. And then eventually, in a billion years' time, you end up with electric sharks. They don't need to bite you; they just need to touch you.
No, they only need to look at you. Okay, that escalated too fast.
Yeah.
Even for us.
So that's to drop off machines and goods here, which I've got to get goods up there. Wow. You know, I've only got 146 years to do it. And
The only I hear is you yelling right now. And he left. He still has it on his phone, so
yeah. YouTube will be concerned about the dog being put in the computer and turned on.
Mm.
So if I get all, do I have the time to get all of this line set up? That is the question. I need to make that a double track.
Time or
Time.
you need time?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I gotta go out soon. Bloody god, there's a double track. There's a triple track. Oh, that one to there, which has been set to bring tools in, which was from over here. Okay. And then, so I need from plastic this one to be a double track.
I got the double room. Yeah, I did. I'm not joking.
No, I do not want you hooking up. It's a long bridge. Another 5 million. That didn't work. That did. That's only 2, yeah. Needs to carry on.
Monday.
Monday.
It's Monday.
Yep, all day.
Next week as well.
That's that one done. Lovely. This line isn't being upgraded to a fast line. It's just a normal standard line. Oh fuck that. All of the lines have got to be upgraded to fast line. It took me like 3 years to do that earlier. Should have,
Whoa.
they need to make it so that electrified and fast line is one upgrade. Instead of having to do this over and over again.
Or make it so you like can choose the whole line.
Yeah. Yeah, click on a station and then like when you set a line, say the line between these two stations, including all intersections.
Whoa! Oh, I cannot drive today.
You mean you can drive?
I can't. Second time I hit the wall. And I don't not bouncing back like I did yesterday in breakfast.
Yeah, unfortunately I was busy yesterday. Thought I'd be able to join.
The person that wanted to play
I know.
disappeared.
I know. Sad. And that line is now done. And then there's all that.
Up.
What you doing now? Didn't you already upload all your lines to the tree?
I did. This is making them fast lines.
Oh, man. Here we go again.
No, not here we go again. We're finishing on that part. We're not doing that. I'll do that off cam.
Okay. Well, I'm going to install my new hard drives. I found a 2 TB drive in the back. So I'm going to try putting that in and see how it goes.
Hopefully it works this time. Works out.
Yeah, fingers crossed, like.
Definitely.
Devil, Connie, fuck off! I am not sitting at the floor to play with you.
Then from there to this line, which passes straight through the town.
Oh, I nearly killed you. I nearly killed you without
Your
it.
Stop.
fucking hard drive, it's not you, toy! Fuck it off! Go grab the videos. Fuck that, tear my hard drive. No one the fuck's
I
for.
actually don't stop you.
Sounds like you're yelling at your kids.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I don't yell like that.
No, but like Stu is yelling.
That's what happens when you have kids. That's that one.
Okay, let me get past the...
At level 2, you get a lot of upgrades.
You started again.
My old profile on Pro Mods for mod got updated, and unfortunately half of my tracks are that mod. And but I started to get bored on that profile as well, so should not
Stop killing
happen.
me.
So no harm.
No harm, no foul. Yeah, we finally made it to the other side.
Oh! What am I doing? What the hell? Oh, so... Oh! Let's go back on front. No, please! Oh my god, that was so good.
Why do I have that train carrier on that line? It should be not there. So that's only delivering plastic to here. It doesn't go any further than that.
Okay. B. Hi. Make sure.
Anyway, I'm going to end the stream there. So,
Something like that.
anyone want to say bye to the stream?
Well, bye stream.
Bye stream.
Bye stream.